But now let's move on to Programme 8 for our next finalist. This is a new method of riveting using solid rivets to join two or more pieces of material. This machine is air-driven. The rivets are placed into a feeder and the metal placed below. A press control positions the rivet over the job and a second signal delivers it down, piercing the material, clinching it and returning for the next cycle. The result is a fixing with a flush finish. Each rivet is forced down onto this hardened tool, which splays it three ways. The shear strength is great because of the flared hole produced. This section can be built into various machines. In this case, the system is used to fasten rungs on ladders. It could be used in steel house frames, caravans or grain silos. The ladder rung is positioned between the uprights. A hopper sorts the rivets and blows them into the tooling part of the press cycle. This method requires no pre-drilling or no pre-aligning of holes. Ralph Fuhrmeister comes from Brisbane. Good evening, Ralph.
Good evening.
Congratulations on being here tonight. I was out in Griffith a few weeks ago and a fellow came up to me and said, that riveting machine, I want one for my small factory operations. I guess you've had a lot of other people asking the same question.
Many letters from all over Australia.
That's tremendous. So you're going into production?
Yes, Santa's a problem. We'll try and design a tool to suit.
Terrific. All right, Neville.
Yes, I think it's a great invention, Ralph. It requires no drilling. As you said, you just put the two pieces of metal together and zoom, through it goes. A solid rivet, which is not new in itself, but this is a special high tensile steel rivet which is forced through the material. It comes out the other side and then it comes in contact with this ingenious device of yours which splays it three ways. And this gives it tremendous shear strength. You can't rotate it really because there are three items there that prevent rotation. And at present you're putting this into operation, aren't you? You're manufacturing ladders and you're using this system in your manufacturing of the ladders.
That's right.
And what you have patented really is the procedure by which you compress this through the metal and splay it the other side.
That's
and
right.
You're willing to sell this invention to any production line or install it in any production line that would use this very efficient riveting method, such as in caravans, in steel-framed houses, ladders, and, as you're doing, and other areas.
What about big jumbo aircrafts? All I think about are rivets that I look out on the wings of the planes and ships. Would this be useful for that as well?
We haven't investigated that far.
You'd need a big machine for jumbo, wouldn't you? Ralph, are all rivets solid? Is this completely new?
No, there are other types of rivets, but the method of putting it through is what is quite new.
I think, Diana, what this does is allow someone in a production situation, like someone building washing machines or whatever, to put together parts without having to align them or have holes put in them beforehand. Is that right?
So
That's right.
it just happens. So it's quicker, faster, safer, and it'll, safer, yes, and it'll replace welding, certain riveting, and all that screwing into place.
Quite right, yes.
Just that little fellow. Look, he's ready to market.
Well, it's going to cost less in many production situations, isn't it?
Because of labour savings and tooling costs, the actual rivet is much cheaper.
But you, of course, are in the situation where you've got to build machines to suit a production situation, haven't
Yes,
you?
everyone so far has been a specialised tool.
Yeah, but it's going well.
Very good, yes.
Ralph, there's just one thought I had. You've patented here, obviously, because you couldn't come on the programme and be with us. What about around the world? Because it's such an easy little fellow to pinch.
We've got it covered in 15 countries at the moment, industrial
You've
countries.
thought ahead,
What
haven't
about
you?
pre-painted, pre-surfaced parts?
Well, in that case, it does not destroy the coating at all.
Which, of course, are weld wood or
Quite right.
other forms of riveting
That's where
wood.
it finds a lot of applications.
Great.
The rivet itself is coated with zinc to prevent rust.
Zinc coated, we probably could paint it as well, so therefore it'd match with other pre-painted materials.
Does it mean because it splays three ways that it is stronger, like Pat Williams' split nut, you know? It was so simple, but...
Yes, we claim because of the shear strength it is stronger than other methods.
Well, Ralph, you've
here
got
it
this
is.
one off the ground. I understand you're working on a portable version too, isn't that right?
That's right, yes.
Will that take you long, do you think?
We hope it's soon.
Terrific. Well, congratulations. I must now ask the panel how they're going to score your invention. Once again, Neville.
Well, I've given you 82, Ralph. I think it scores very well in being the best of its type, and it's extremely original.
Yeah.
Diana.
86 for me. I think it's extremely original. I think it has enormous potential. You haven't got one for the jumbo yet, but you'll have all sorts of movable ones, and I think it's terrific.
Victor.
Well, I gave it 80. I think it's excellent from a practicality of production point of view, and from a marketing point of view, I think you should do well.
Thank you very much.
Well, that gives us a total of 248. And just recapping, that gives Pat Williams' wheelchair 253, which still keeps him in the lead. It brings Ralph Fuhrmeister into second place with 248, and John Bigger's cattle spare in third place with 233.